Day, meandering miners. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's episode number 91 of SWTOR. Thanks for tuning in. Last time out, we freed Dr. Scientist the Hutt there, who's trying to stop Makeb from blowing up as well. And so now we have to disengage the platform safeties. Why? Because that's just a base over there. We're trying to stop the mining or slow down the mining of Makeb because the planet is busy destabilizing.
For examination and suggested products.
So, okay, we're okay for now.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
So the Hutts have accelerated mining to get more isotope 5 out of Makeb. So we've just got to try and slow things down a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. We got to defeat some cartel forces. Hutt cartel, to be precise. It didn't do as much damage as I hoped. Let's get a blade barrage in. And a little more. There's 2. Gotta get through 50 of them. Which I somehow doubt will be an issue, but cannot see target? Oh, sorry. I'm actually surprised it didn't finish them all. There's one. Oh. The other one's gone after T7, which seems like an ill-advised idea. Oh. T7 is repositioned to save the day and finish that guy off. Oh. Uh-oh, he's being abducted. What's up there? A prototype isotope 5. There it is. It's type, tope, and 5. So it's like a prototype isotype 5. No, Steve. You'll learn someday. Well, Deveronians. Well, Deveronian, 2 Deveronian and a Mohawkian. I'm sure there's a species in Star Wars that is predisposed to Mohawks. Out of range and range. Oh, there's droids now. There we go. Dispatch that one. T7's lit up like a disco ball. Take care of that one. Okay, can't click that guy, even though he's phased into the mining cart there. Yeah, I don't doubt we're gonna be able to... Oh, look, it's Master Corn something. I don't give a shit. We're going to take these guys out before you can get here. There we go. Take out this commando. Problem is when you've got people like that around, we're all competing for the same bonus objectives at the same time. Which will... let's do this one. So didn't we do one of these already? Like over at the hoity-toity section of Makeb? Jump. We'll... bang. We'll... 4... I'm hearing trouble. I just... Where? T7 somewhere behind me-ish, but... It's not harming our work. Bang. And Corn Vitter came in and picked up the spare. I mean, that's not very nice. What's this thing? Oh, it used to be a shock droid. Now we're just going to keep leapfrogging each other. Just looking for more bonus objective stuff. Oh, Alright, there we go. Now where are we going? This way. I got a feeling. Oh, there's dudes over here. Wow. That's a lot of dudes. Alright. Okay, maybe jumping straight in was not the best idea I've ever had. I was right. We have 12 seconds to get to safety from now. Of course, you can't move yet until you've got about 8 seconds left. Okay, so we just go into the group phase. Now let's just do this instead. Okay, here we go. Dispatch that guy. And the weapons tech guy. And down he goes. So we can deactivate the safety. Oh, it's a gunman. Let's blade barrage him. We can 4. He can get a 5 to wind up some focus. And down he goes. Just a standard regular blue as opposed to dark blue or medium blue or... Is it Eiffel 65 blue? Oh, hang on a second. I have an idea. I don't know. It's a droid. It's still Wilhelm screams. I don't get it. It's just how this shit works. Don't question it. Ooh, a purple. Oh, it's going to be one of those stupid things. Oh, we've got a bag of daily matrices and we got the Underworld Syndicate plans. When we're done this, we'll go back to... Let's go in on this thing. When we're done, Makeb, we'll go back to the Nar Shaddaa. And we'll pick up some pieces there with the Underworld Syndicate plans. Although, at the same time now, we can do the, what, Feast of Prosperity? Was that the thing that I got murdered at that one time? I know, Steve, narrow it down. Things you got murdered at. Alright, let's deactivate the last safety. Now power down platform Kita's laser. Oh, so we have to go out that direction. I'm assuming I'm not allowed to... Don't worry, our Thurb's here. It's what, a Tellurian Thurb? Isn't that something you see on Star Trek? Oh, that guy went down fast. Oh, insufficient focus. Oh, and this guy goes down. So we gotta go around. Hit the bang. Oh, friends are here. Oh, sorry. I can't believe that missed him. We're standing next to him and we missed the Cyclone Slash. We'll get this brute. You think we can go back across this way and take care of that guy? Or there were guys over here, weren't there? There were no guys over here. Oh, there's... Oh, they're guarding a gimmick. Like a treasure chest or something like that. I'm sure if I tried very hard, I could figure out an approach that would get me through them without dying, but that's just not my bag. Alright, let's do the jump. Let's do that. We'll try that. Didn't go as well as one would hope. We'll dispatch. Just need... what? These two and then one more. I don't know if there's someone behind me. Of course there isn't. We've left ourselves short, but one. Yeah. I hope it will... oh, no, not there. Let's say I hope it'll save my spot. Third time's a charm and all that. Maybe not them. Out of range, in range. Oh, let's get some focus going then. There we go. So we've done some personal conquest. Yay, personal conquest. And target is dead. Oh, more syndicate plans. Yeah, so, okay. Personal conquest stuff is done. Pop this open. And then you got these galactic seasons things. Well, you can't really tell. How does one catch up? Oh, we can purchase it with credits or cartel coins. I'd rather spend neither, to be perfectly honest. But it doesn't tell you how far in you are. Oh, yes it does. But it was locked on to 0 when I started this, so I assume if you don't claim, then it doesn't progress to your next season based on that, or your next level of the... what do they call it? Yeah, next level of your season. Unless you claim the previous level, which is... I mean, a bit bullshit. Now, it could just be purely coincidental. It's possible. And it's purely coincidental that I was the, like, at 0 out of 800 or whatever it said at the start of the episode because I hadn't claimed level 3 until I logged in today. But it's, yeah, I'm not buying that coincidence. Let's air type our way to victory. Oh, that's one. And we gotta go to a different platform. I was gonna say the Star Trek reboot was 2009, right? Yeah. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Nothing to read into me saying, hey, that Star Trek reboot with laser mining platforms and all that. Did the Star Trek reboot have an environmentalist message? Probably not, but you never know. It's Star Trek, after all. About the dangers of mining and over-mining. Or is it just a revenge story? Oh, I guess we gotta go through you anyway. Can't see. Now we can. Oh, he didn't like that. Alright, let's hit the 4. Hit the bang. Hit an 8. Do one of those. Whoop. No, because he knocked me back, it would have wound up all the focus. Alright, well, we still got the combat focus there. We shall avail ourselves of that. Oh, damn, I did it again. What have I got wound up here? Now T7 got it. Oh, I guess we didn't need to... It's Archon's Beast Handler and Archon's Rancor. Well, that's not good. Can that thing eat me? Oh, it's a brute. Well, that's angled right down the path, and the path kind of, I think I have to loop around. If it's like this, you've got the dotted lines here that kind of lead to this platform here, which is where we were. So presumably, this dotted path here would lead us onto this platform here. I like having the magnifying glass. It lets me illustrate these things much more clearly. Now, do we try going through the Rancor? It's a headbutter. At least it's not a chomper. Well, I mean, in the grand scheme, we've already gotten killed once, so what's the second time, right? We'll jump, we'll hit the bang. Can we dispatch? Well, it's now down to under 50%, now down to under 40%. Wind up some focus there. He's going down quickly. More quickly than the Isotope 5 prototypes, which... Balance your game, BioWare! Of course, he's just basic blue. Balance the rewards, BioWare. Alright, future Steve, what I'm gonna need from you is to put me on the clock here and compare how long the last fight took to how long this fight takes. Because I guarantee this one is cruising down at a lower rate than the previous fight, so... I'm even throwing bigger shit at this than the last one, but I bet the last one's gonna be probably in the 5 to 10 second faster range? I just call that a... Probably, how about I hedge and say 5 to 15? You think we could send him flying? I have no idea if that got him or not. Oh, yeah. He's toast. What's T7 up to? Unless T7's got him. Oh, it's Corn again. We're moving at roughly the same pace, but it's drilling platform Quana. On second thought, I'm going to follow him. Call me crazy. I'm going to follow... Well, no, I'm going to take the lead here. I was thinking about gunning for the big thing, but like... Just for that guy out of existence. No, well, want him out of existence. Blade Barrage. 5 to try and wind up some focus here. Another Makeb Hollow Souvenir. I feel as though the big groups of silver guys Power surge detected. Damage to power conduits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Other way. Out of the way, you idiots! We're all gonna die! We've mauling the mining mesa. Achievement unlocked. Blade barrage. Out of the way, dickheads! I'm gonna save the day! Oh, they were working on it. Well, more personal conquest shit done. We got it. I gotta re-disengage platform safeties. Oh, air typing. Oh, hey, my neighbor's mowing his lawn. Oh, no, that was Final Fantasy VI. Okay, never mind. And I was thinking, oh, right, the story about my neighbor from last time. But no, that was the... So I'm realizing that I'm recording this, you know, I'm ahead on my not Final Fantasy VI recordings. I'm ahead on my my SWTOR recordings, so... What happened was I'm recording the finale of... And if you've watched, I think, Pokemon Platinum, I think I've told the stories. Typical Steve story time. No, so what happened was I'm recording the finale of Final Fantasy VI, right? You know, final episode of a game, you want this all to go well. You want to have a big, bombastic, great finale, right? And the guy across the street from me decides he's going to get a cement slicing circular saw out because he wants to widen his driveway, so he's going to cut the curbing himself with a circular saw so he can start working on that in the middle of, like, me recording it. And I think there was another episode, was it this, or was it Pokemon, or what it was, where I had to... Maybe it was this. Because it was something I was editing recently where I was telling that story. Maybe it was this. Where he was circular sawing his way through, through the, curb while I was trying to start recording, and, like, I swear to God, I started up the recording, and I'd done my sound checks, and I'd done all that, and then all of a sudden I hear the familiar sound. Annoyingly familiar sound. Of a cement slicing saw. It's just like, come on, guys. It's the middle of the evening. If I was a shift worker, I'd probably have gone out there and sliced him with his own circular saw, but I'm an office worker, not a shift worker. But it's my neighbor, not the guy across the street, that's doing this now. I could tell because the guy across the street, I think I mentioned this, he bought himself a riding mower. Did I mention I bought myself a new lawnmower? So my, old hand-me-down... Oh, we gotta do the Duba platform. Electric mower. It's a plug-in electric mower. That's how old this thing is, right? Like, good 20 years old. So it's a plug-in electric mower. And it just gave up the ghost. Like, I'm not a mechanic by any stretch. Like, I fixed the thing before, but, like, you pull the throttle. I think they call it the bail properly on my new mower, which I assume is the proper term. And it's the thing that makes the motor go, right? So I go pull it, and nah, it ain't going nowhere. So I'm like, well, it could be... I was going to pull apart the throttle casing. Again, for lack of a better descriptor. In order to pull the thing apart, just to see if it was... Okay, is it a problem with the motor? Is it a problem up here? Is it a problem with power? What is it? No, it's like, okay, I'm starting to pull it apart. Not only are all the screws rusted in place, but I've just taken a quick look inside. I realized, man, I'm out of my depth. So I just bite the bullet and say, well, it's had a good run. Let's buy a new mower. And I bought a battery-operated, they call it cordless, electric mower. And $400 Canadian. I mean, I would have cost half as much for a gas mower or a plug-in electric, but it's just like, all right, let's just... that's the thing I hated the most about my old mower is having to fight with the damn cord and having to, you know, the cord with like the extension cord I had is falling apart, and it's like a 60-foot you know, it says who can find a 60-foot? Actually, it's two cords. It's a 60-foot and like a 15-foot. So like I got 75 feet of goddamn, well, probably 12 feet, but still, it's like I got near 75 feet of extension cord to run the electric mower. So it's just, get the battery on. But it's nice, it runs well. It's much quieter than the old one. And it's much quieter than either of my neighbors or the guy across the street shit, too. So it's nice getting an electric mower. Oh, and it has a wider cut. That was the other thing that was good. That was the one thing when I got a new lawnmower a couple of years back. How long have I had that? Oh, it wasn't a couple of years back. I was gonna say, that was like 8 years ago at this point. It's new! Yeah, well, it's 8 years old. But yeah, that was one of the things, is it ended up being a narrower cut. Don't buy Boxing Day sale lawnmowers, kids. Not that you Yanks would know what that means, but... Oh, you're back. Can we sneak by you? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, yeah. Oh, we gotta do another one of these guys. But yeah, it's not much. It's a couple inch narrower cut on the snowblower, but it's probably fine. The problem is, don't get it treaded. Don't get a snowblower with treads, kids. Get them with wheels. Because I don't know if it's because of the treads. I don't... But it feels like it floats up over some moderately packed snow. If it's loose enough, it can sink to the bottom. If it's wet enough, you can push it to the bottom. But I feel as though if it's just kind of in the right... If it's in the right... There we go. Slice it to pieces. If it's just right, it can float up and kind of build up a base, which is great if you've got, you know, if you don't have a paved driveway, but... I am still waiting for my local municipality. It's something they've talked about, and I don't know if they've actually implemented it, because... Hell, they already charge enough for taxes. I was going to say, I used to audit them, so... I understand the budgeting philosophy, and... I've adapted very little of theirs going forward. Except to use it as threats against department managers. What do you mean, threats against department managers? But it's... Oh, yeah, so right, they were threatening to, at various points, increase the taxes on people who don't have dirt or gravel driveways, because people with solid driveways, like paved or brick or concrete or stamped concrete, I guess. I think that's what my uncle has. Anyway, people without those, right? People with those are putting a greater burden on the storm sewer system, therefore should be paying a higher rate of tax. It's like, no. You guys just have, like, we have had for the last decade, like it used to be like a super, super harsh, like, roads flooding a little bit. Rainstorm used to be like a super rare occurrence. Like, shut the city down levels of snowstorm. Super rare occurrence. I can honestly tell you the number of times those, like, growing up on one hand. In the last decade, like, a foot plus of snow overnight, that happens 2 or 3 times a winter. Thunderstorm enough to, have a river running down the road, happens a couple times a summer. Like, it never used to happen. Now it happens, like, in the summer. Summer's much shorter than winter. So in winter, it's like it's a bi-monthly occurrence. In the summer, like, the road starting to wash out, that's, like a monthly, semi-tri-monthly occurrence. I gotta go this way, through these guys. But yeah, it's like, no, it's just climate change. It has nothing to do with... And I don't want any of this, climate change... Like, we can argue over causes and whatnot, but it ain't a hoax. Like, I like it... and now somebody's gonna say, well, it's the weather. No, it's like, if it happens once, it's the weather. If it happens consistently, where we're getting, like, severe weather events that never used to occur with increasing regularity, it's like, no, that's not good. You again? Wash, that's one of you guys. Even watching me and stuff and knowing, oh, Steve's going on a tangent. Two silvers, a gold, and oops, we've gone the wrong direction. But yes, what was the threat of which you spoke, Mr. Steve? I have used the local municipalities' philosophy when it comes to budgeting. Don't tell anyone this, so don't tell anyone. Was that they try to hold department managers to a 0% increase in non-payroll expenses. So I've threatened that in other places. It's like, I can pull this. I got this trick up my sleeve. I can threaten you to just say you'll get the payroll. You get a pay rate increase, and that's all you get. You get no new people. You get your and that's it. And there's sometimes when I think that's probably a good idea, but I also think I'd get a mutiny on my hands from I think I've talked about, like, problem-solving philosophy as an accountant before. Because from my experience, when somebody has an issue, everyone's first request is, well, Steve, I've got this problem, so can you put more money in my budget for it? It's like, well, what else? What other solutions have you looked at? Well, no, I just need more money for this. My staff are saying they're overworked. I need more money in the budget. It's like, well, have you thought about changing how you do certain things? Have you thought about changing your staff assignments? No, I just need more money. It's like... I had, one department manager complaining she didn't want to walk all the way to an admin area to print off her large print orders. It's like, one, I hope you're printing it in black and white because it costs 8 times as much per page to print it in color, but that's a different thing that I can't get through anyone's head. Nope, you didn't drop anything. Yeah, so she in purchasing did an end run around me to the CEO to approve the purchase of a new printer. Turns out she hates it. It's like, and is still using the old and she's back to using, well, the printer in the admin area that she hates using. But it's just like, what a fucking waste. And that's what happens when your first thing is, well, throw money at a problem as opposed to, well, what's the actual issue? The actual issue is you're lazy and you don't want to get up and get your fucking printing. Oh, it's Private Vendelik. Oh, he's... Oh, not dead. Okay. I was going to say, he didn't render in. Yes, he did. And this has been Budget Corner with Steve. Next, I will talk about how hard it is to find a Train the Trainer course for Microsoft Office. No, seriously, I'd like to get trained as a Microsoft Office trainer because I kind of desperately need to get some decent Microsoft Office training happening. Most of my staff's pretty good. As sort of, I won't say beginner to intermediate level user. I mean, the advantages of living in a small town. I'm the most advanced user of Excel I've ever met in town. Now, I've met people that are way better than me doing out-of-town audit work. Like, I mean people that I'm big fish in a small town. Yeah, that too. It's a big fish in a small pond. But it's like, there are people who do Excel shit that's on like a completely different level.
Thanks for the assist. Private Vendelik, 8th Imperial Infantry. Might keep your distance. Insides leaking out.
Is it rated T for teen, so that way they can't render his insides leaking out?
Don't try to move. We'll transport you out of here.
Generous, but a waste of effort. Not much time, so listen. Wasn't always Imperial military. Born on Makeb. Caught wind of the hot takeover and volunteered for this. Defend my old home.
Well, you don't sound like a typical Imperial. Didn't realize the military was recruiting outside their space.
Was this or mining? Bad choice, looking back. Orders were to steal Isotope 5. But I wanted to help your evacuation. Still have friends and family here. Shutting down drills, not enough. Need to open emergency release valves at primary control center. Reduce core pressure.
You're a soldier, not a geologist. How did you figure all this out on your own?
I grew up on these platforms. My father was a foreman. Use slicer spike in control center's mainframe. Override HUD security lockout. Take control. Vent the core. Control center's heavily guarded. Sorry, that part's on you. Please get my people off this rock.
On my honor as a Jedi, your loved ones will be saved.
I believe you. Wish I could stay.
Well, he ain't gonna be in... Wait, we're in Chapter 4. He ain't gonna be in expansion number 3. That was a lot trickier than it needed to be, but I wasn't ready for a... Anyway. Let's power down the laser. Oh, I was going to say a chat or a phone call, or what's the score? How are we doing on time? 40 minutes in? That's still in the neighborhood, too. And we're still on planetary surgery, so yeah, okay. If we were doing a different, Oop. Thurb's hard to control. If we were in a different, quest line, I would have probably called it a day, but I got some time. I'm heading northish. This is sort of the general direction we're supposed to go, so. Just use the one to kind of wind it up. Wind up a little focus. Down it goes. More syndicate plans. No, we don't need to wrap around this way. We need to go the other way. Well, shit. Hi. Now, alright, let's get this thug out of the way. It's in his name, he's a thug. Now the question is, how do we get to... So we gotta... kind of get up that way. I don't know if you saw where I was drawn very well, but... No, you gotta go this way. And then we gotta go this way. Alright. Oh, probably right there. Can we jump it? Alright. Seemed appropriate since Dukes of Hazzard was, it's come up recently in the Discord. But then again, Dukes of Hazzard comes up every now and then on the channel. If you've been around here long enough. Back when Paramount Network was still the Nashville Network, and going back a long way. This is going back over 20 years. Back when it was still Nashville Network, they used to, in the afternoons, so they only watch it in the summer. So I think it was like 2-ish in the afternoon, maybe, yeah, 2, yeah, no, 2. Because I was going to say, was it 3 in the afternoon? No, because 3 in the afternoon was the Night Court News Radio block on A&E. So I'd be able to catch, like, the last 15 minutes of news radio on A&E. Coming home from school. Now, probably less than that, but... I digress. But yeah, so I used to watch Dukes of Hazzard on the old Nashville Network back in the summer. On what is now Paramount Network. Used to be the Nashville Network. Then it was the new TNN, the National Network. And then, what's Spike TV? And then became Paramount. I still watch a decent amount of that channel. They just started... I assume it's kind of like Fox Sports Racing up in Canada. Like, Speed Channel became Fox Sports 1. But, you know, they didn't get a... I guess it's something to do with... I assume a lot to do with licensing. Who owns licensing to broadcast what where. So, probably a lot of what FS1 had couldn't be broadcast up here. So Speed Channel in Canada became Fox Sports Racing. And it just used to be a lot of reruns of stuff on the occasional stuff that was on FS1 that was racing related, and a lot of reruns of old Speed Channel shows. And I imagine that's sort of the same thing with the Paramount network up in Canada. It's going to be a lot of stuff that was, old stuff, but they got on what used to be Paramount Network, and they're pulling some old Spike TV stuff like Deadliest Warrior just started showing up again. But it's just like, and New Bar Rescue, but I don't know if, say, like New Ink Master, which is supposed to be on Paramount Network, the streaming platform. I don't know if that's going to ever show up on Paramount Network proper in Canada, or, I mean, because Halo hasn't shown up on Paramount Network here, which I understand is a good thing that it hasn't shown up on TV here.
Lambda, Gez, we're at the drilling site's primary control center. An Imperial soldier, an ex-native, told us to open the emergency release valves. He said it was the only way to release planetary core pressure. Do you agree?
Tectonic vibrations are still off the charts. Coranto Mesa just exploded. Good thing we're not there. Those drilling lasers were working overtime. The heat buildup beneath the planet's crust is massive. Venting the core would cool things off.
Sounds like it's our only option. Slicing the mainframe now.
Unless she's double agent. I don't think that's made it any better. I could be wrong.
It's working. Readings show seismic activity falling quickly. That should buy you enough time to get the Ark's fuel rods.
I think it's time we finally paid Deborah a visit in person. Where can we find that hut?
You don't want to go anywhere near him until you get help from our new friends. We've had an interesting development while you were gone. Dr. Ogorob isn't the only hut on Makeb who's changing sides. The local hut cartel leaders, minus Taboro, want to negotiate with you personally. Hurry back to camp and meet us in the diplomatic tent.
Oh, it's a diplomatic tent now. Or has he got a new thing? Okay. Where am I? Oh, I'm there. Yeah. Just head back to there. Sell some junk. Oh yeah, back here. This is where we wanted to be. It is. So we can sell... Oop, I got hung up on the swoop bike.
Report your ailments.
Overburdened from carrying the Republic on its back. Or on my back.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Oh, we'll return next time. We gotta
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
head back to the command post there. Which is fine. We can pick that. Oh my god, there's so much more. I don't know, like... I know a lot of it's supposed to be pretty standard. Where we go, I guess... Yeah, there's gotta be, like, different light and dark side stuff, right? It would make sense based on what we've seen with the Empire. Turning up now and then. So it's entirely possible that most of all this is stuff unexplored. In my head, anyway. A lot of this stuff may not necessarily get explored unless you were to do a dark side pass on this, right? Just saying.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Thank you. You as well. Alright, I think we'll call it a day here for this episode of SWTOR. And next time out, we're going to do some diplomacy. And then I assume we go to Boga's HQ and steal some shit and blow shit up and all that fun stuff, so... Progress. But until we see you for that, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, share on social media, follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air, and that's for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. And don't forget, Chancellor Star Wars is our speciality. We've got playlists on the screen, in the description down below, more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.